International Women's Day is a day that celebrates the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women worldwide. So why am I here making a video about this? What's it got to do with biotechnology? Well, my name's Spencer and this is Biotech Basics. We have a problem here. Only 9% of executive roles for top jobs in biotech are filled by women, and this statistic is reflective of most industries, so it's really not a surprise. But it's important to acknowledge that there's many studies that have shown that having more female executives is linked to a more successful company. With the theme for International Women's Day this year being Balance for Better, I'm focusing on ethnic minorities, and this is because I've read countless articles about highlighting women in biotech and they feature exclusively white women. So it used to get me thinking, are there no ethnic minorities interested in biotech? Are they hiding under a carpet or something? And I even tweeted this company on this same day last year saying, I want to see more minorities in their future lists about women in biotech. And so the thing with social media is everyone can give their opinion on how someone else can do better, even though we might not even take action ourselves. But I have a platform, and 2019 I'm making that list representing ethnic minority women, and I'm sure you'll agree with me that these women are doing amazing things. And they're all entrepreneurs coming up with innovative ways to change how the world works for good. And so the first person I'm going to introduce started off her career with degrees related to textiles and design at both Edinburgh Uni and University of the Arts London. And going off just that, it's not clear how someone with this background becomes an innovator in biotech, but what we have here is an example of why diverse experiences can bring value to another industry. And so this person is Natsai Audrey Chiesa, and her venture into biotech started when she became a design researcher in the biochemical engineering department at UCL, and it was in March 2017 where she took a plunge into entrepreneurship and created Faber Futures. And so this company aims to use the complexity of biology to manufacture a variety of sustainable materials. And so in her TED Talk, she outlined how the fashion industry contributes a lot to pollution and waste, and this is the main challenge Faber Futures is tackling. And so with the dyeing of clothes being the most harmful part to the environment, she used bacteria in their London-based biodesign lab to dye clothes sustainably with hardly any water or chemicals. Her work with the Streptomyces bacterium has been key, where subtle tweaks in the bacteria growth conditions produce a range of intricate, complex designs and patterns for clothing. And this doesn't just change the way clothes are made, it also introduces a completely new way to design clothes. Faber Futures collaborates a lot with Ginkgo Bioworks in Boston, USA, and if you are a designer, they would really want you to apply and join their creative residency. Natsai has also taught on courses at Central St. Martin's, so if you join UAL, she might teach you a bit about biodesign. The next entrepreneur I want to talk about is Sharma Raman, and this is someone I'd call a jack of all trades, but definitely a master of many skills. And so in the middle of her PhD at Imperial College London, where she modelled creativity in music using neuroscience and complex systems, she was the lead actress of a BBC 26-part drama series watched by 50 million people worldwide. Right now, she's the co-founder and CEO of Neurocreate, which she started barely over a year ago from her time at Deep Science Ventures. And she also took part in RailBio's Startup Accelerator program, which would have invested anything up to £200,000 to take Neurocreate to the next level. And she's also a composer, vocalist, songwriter, and can play multiple instruments. I might as well be describing superwoman, you know. What she does with NeuroCreate is combine artificial intelligence and neuroscience to enhance our cognition to complete any task. If you think of elite athletes, they're always trying to reach peak performance to compete. And Sharma Raman wants all of us to be able to reach our peak mental performance for any task. Sometimes at work we wish we were more time efficient, but you don't want to sacrifice quality over quantity. And with NeuroCreate, they're using their digital platform to help us enter the flow, which describes an enhanced mental state that enables us to boost our focus and fire up a creative mindset for problem solving and strategizing. Personally, I want to be hooked up to this because it takes me forever to write these video scripts, and I've got exams in less than a month, so I need anything anyone can give me. The last entrepreneur I'll cover in this video is Lisa Dyson. She has a PhD in physics from MIT, where she did research into string theory, and not only did she go on to work as a researcher at both Stanford and Berkeley universities, she also spent some time away from academia to work at Boston Consulting Group. She and a colleague were interested in seeing if they could tackle climate change by recycling CO2, and this led to her becoming the co-founder and CEO of Kiverdi in 2011, whose mission was to recycle carbon dioxide using valuable materials. She was inspired by really cool research by NASA from the 60s and 70s that showed hydrogenotrophic bacteria can be used in a space shuttle to capture the CO2 astronauts breathe out and convert it into nutritious carbon-rich crops. This 50-year-old research demonstrates how carbon can be recycled to feed astronauts in space. But this work wasn't developed any further. Lisa was convinced that these hydrogenotrophs, she likes to call nature's supercharged carbon recyclers, can be used on Earth to make valuable products. Now, Kiverdi has successfully used bacteria to make useful products such as citrus oils, proteins, and alternatives to the highly demanded palm oil, with Lisa trying to bridge the gap between sustainability and profitability. She's received a countless number of awards that recognize her achievements. We've looked at 3 amazing women here, and if you feel inspired, then definitely check out the links to their work in the video description so you can learn more about what they do. I also have another video about social entrepreneurs making an impact in biotech, so make sure you also watch that video. So if you're interested in the journey these biotech entrepreneurs are making to change the world, then definitely subscribe and turn on the notifications. As for now, my name's Spencer and this is Biotech Basics.